Have you ever felt just overwhelmed with the sense that your life is not lovely? Be it the season of life, the current situation, whatever it is, you're just not seeing the lovely. Well, I truly do believe that life is as lovely as we choose to see it. And it's not about the number in your bank account. It's not about the size of your house or anything of the like. It's about something much deeper. And I know for me, I'm getting ready to go in for surgery, extended bed rest, and a lot of not lovely things. And so what are some things that I did personally to add a little extra dash of lovely with an unlovely time coming up? That's what I'm going to share with you today. Hey friend, I'm Heidi with Heavenly Minded Home and welcome to our channel. I love sharing with you all as it truly is my heart's desire to encourage and equip Christian women as the Lord would lead, all for us to invest in eternity and live heavenly minded each and every day. Now, we have set a goal for this next year to hit 100,000 sisters in Christ that want to say, yes, sign me up. Focus on the eternal, be encouraged, be equipped. And if you would like to join me and the 57,000 some odd the rest of us that said, yeah, let's do this thing, be sure to hit subscribe and turn on those little bell notifications so you see videos like this all throughout your week. And so I wanted to talk a little bit today about how to find lovely in an unlovely time. Because let's just be honest, sometimes seasons of life aren't very lovely. Sometimes they really stink. Sometimes for reasons even beyond our control, life just doesn't sound very awesome. And it happens. It truly does. And if this can be something that can bless you, if there's a friend that's going through something similar and you want to share this on over their way, be sure to do that because I know sometimes it's hard to hear. And sometimes people like me who are always Miss Mary Sunshine and are like, seek the lovely, everything's lovely, 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 lovely. I get it. I probably come off as quite obnoxious to you. So I hear you. I will say that yes, I am the eternal optimist. I always see the glass half full. And I truly believe that when we choose to see the lovely in our lives start to become truly lovely. And for me, you're seeing this, it's already happened, but I'm going to show it to you here while I can still be up and move around. But I've got a surgery coming up. It's going to be okay. It's not that it's, like life or death or anything like that, but it's going to be a very long recovery process. Like I'm going to be stuck in this bed for the next 3 months and I'm not going to be walking right for the next 6 months. It's going to take a while, okay? That's unlovely, especially for someone like me who's usually pretty active. And so going into this, I knew that this extended period, I've never been a person who sits well at all. I've never had anything like this where I was going to be in bed for such a long amount of time. I'm up first thing in the morning. I don't come in here again until my head falls on the pillow and I crash out each night. So for me, that's not the norm. And so I went into this and I said, all right, I know this is going to be a difficult time, right? A challenging time. So Lord, how can I seek to prepare myself for lovely in an unlovely time? Well, these are the things that I'm doing and the things that I want to share with you. And I truly pray that they can be a blessing to you as well. Because I know for me, I'm feeling a lot better going into this, having my mind set on the things of above, the things that truly are lovely, truly are encouraging. Now, the first thing I would recommend, which if you've been around here for a while, you know, this is not a surprise, but simplify. The more we simplify our lives, be it through possessions, there's so many different things. And if you're curious about ways that you can absolutely simplify your life before 2024 gets here, be sure to watch this video right up here because I was just talking about it. But simplifying your home, your life, your space, your obligations, right? Whatever it is that you have weighing on you. And so I know, especially in periods where we've been dealing with health stuff, new baby, we've just got busyness, something going on in ministry. The more I simplify, the truly lovelier life starts to look. And so it really is such an impactful tool. And I know it's mainly mindset and sometimes the matter, but you put those two things together and it makes a huge impact. And so if you are just feeling unlovely, life is just frustrating, it's overwhelming, it's just nothing is going right, I highly suggest you start looking for ways that you can simplify. I did the same. I knew I was going to be stuck here in my room. I talked the other day about how we've hired a housekeeper. Crazy, I know. You can see that video right up here. I knew that if I'm going to be stuck in here seeing clutter and just stuff and junk and piling up, nothing is lovely about that. And so when I'm already sitting up here with my foot killing me, having to be elevated 24/7, sitting here with ice, just feeling miserable, I knew that I didn't want to have to see just the visual clutter of just undone stuff and junk and all of that. I wanted to simplify, to really just strip away as much of the just excess and chaos and clutter that crouches in sometimes. You want to make a difference? Simplify. The second thing I would recommend is to remove known frustrations and annoyances. If life is feeling unlovely, it's probably because stuff is super frustrating and annoying, right? Okay, that's a pretty unloving thing. So which things, frustrations, annoyances, whatever that you're dealing with, can you remove? One thing for us, I knew going into it, we have never had like a new bed frame or ever had a headboard. Like that's never been anything we've had. I guess that's what happens when you get married young and you're just always poor. Like you don't have stuff like that. I don't know, but we've never had that. Something that was a frustration and an annoyance was our bed frame was so old. The whole bed flips and flops. It makes a ton of noise. We didn't have a headboard. The windows are old, and so they condensation collects on them, and then your pillow's wet, and you're trying to wet. It was frustrating, guys. It was certainly not lovely. And so when I was looking at this, I said, all right, what are some of these known frustrations and annoyances that I know I'm going to be dealing with, and I'm going to be dealing with them in a little bit of a more detailed scope over the next couple months. What of those can I remove? Can I fix? Can I do something about? So like for us, it was something like finding a really great deal on a new bed frame and headboard on Amazon that we could get and put our bed on. So that way that frustration and annoyance is out of here. I don't have to worry about that no more. And so that's exactly what we did. I'll link ours down below if you guys are looking for something. The first night we slept so well because it was the first night, I don't even know how many years, that our frame wasn't creaking and moving every time you shifted or moved, in the bed. It was fantastic. This thing is sturdy, is all get out. It's beautiful. It's got a charger put right into it. We're feeling pretty good. So annoyances, frustrations, those things that you know are just dragging you down and they're so not lovely, they're out of here. Now I jumped the gun a little bit because I want to talk about it a little bit more. Step 3 here is to truly now add in those beautiful solutions. So I showed you problem, solution. You can do that in all areas of life. Another problem we had, and I shared it in a video a little while back, was we haven't had a proper dresser or clothing solution. That was another thing that's always driving me crazy. We've used one of our closets as an office space, then we share this closet, but we didn't have like a dresser. And what we had was broken and it didn't work. And it was just, I hate putting away laundry as it is. And then having to fight this broken dresser just made it worse. And then we'd have clothes stacked somewhere. It was an awful, awful situation, right? Not lovely. So what did I do? Well, I stocked a thrift store for a while until I found the dresser of my dreams. And then I went up and asked them if that was the best deal they could give me. They gave me an even bigger discount, and voila, this beautiful vintage mid-century dresser is now mine. And I love it. And I love it, yes, because it's beautiful, but also because it's functional. I have fixed that annoyance, that problem with something that works. And now it's this dose of lovely. Yes, because it's pretty and I love it, but because I can just put my stuff away. I know it sounds like a little thing, but to be able to open up a drawer, put something in it and close the drawer, that's super amazing. Look at ways that when you go to fix those solutions, like I did, I could have gone and gotten just the metal bed frame. I didn't. I got the bed frame with the headboard. I found a beautiful solution. It kind of played 2 parts because I realized that if I'm going to be stuck in bed, I'm going to have to use like some pillows to be able to sit upright, and I didn't have a headboard to lean against. So technically that was something I really needed as well. But I found something beautiful. I found something that would kind of go with what I felt was best to create a cozy space for my husband and I here in our room. We work on things together. Like I told him that I wanted to fix up some things and kind of do this. I knew it was going to be an unlovely time and I wanted to try to make it a little bit lovelier. We had a very, very tight budget as we try to be good stewards with the resources the Lord entrusts to us. So I like getting a little crafty. Things like him and I cruising around the thrift store. We found this amazing deal on the dresser. I found some gorgeous Ralph Lauren curtains for $5 a pair. You can't go to Walmart and get junk curtains for $5 a pair. So I was pretty excited. Finding little touches, our beautiful bed, we got some bedding. Our bedding had seen better days. It was coming apart at the seams. I found some really great deals on Amazon, and I'll link them down below. When I got them, I think I paid $30 for the top quilt and $30 for the bedding set. And it's a comforter with pillow shams and a little throw pillow. It was beautiful. It's great quality. We're really enjoying it. It was a beautiful solution. And there's nothing wrong with addressing what the frustrations, annoyances are, and then saying, okay, we're going to find a solution, but I want to find something lovely. I love doing this with shopping thrift stores, looking for a good deal. It doesn't have to cost a ton of money. Not all of us have very much to spend, but you can still seek to find, in whatever, your provision is, find something that is lovely when you solve those problems. My fourth tip would be that little luxuries go a long way. I'm telling you, when you are dealing with the unlovely of life, like you're stuck in a bed, right? Like you're dealing with something that is just frustrating. Little luxuries make a big difference. These can be the simplest of things. For instance, I love collecting vintage teacups from thrift stores. I usually pay about 50 cents a piece for them. They're teeny, teeny, tiny. They're the cutest things in the whole wide world. And it is this little luxury that I start off every morning with, because there's something about sitting down with a beautiful little saucer and a beautiful little teacup and drinking my coffee. It makes my morning feel luxurious. It makes it feel like, I woke up and I came out, and regardless of what's going on, like the birds are chirping, I've got my beautiful little, I don't know, there's just something about it that feels beautiful. Investing in a really yummy candle, or for me, I knew I was gonna be stuck in bed. It's wintertime, it's cold. I found this super plush blanket at TJ Maxx. It was one of those that when you're walking around, you stop by and you touch it and you go, oh wow, wrap me up in this. I'm never leaving it. Well, I got it. I got a big king size one. It was an amazing deal. It was super awesome. It is the plushest, softest, most luxurious feeling thing. Crawling into this bed now feels like I'm in some fancy, amazing resort hotel, and it's just luxurious and beautiful. It didn't cost me very much money. I get to have that beautiful resort feeling every single night when I crawl into bed, because I went ahead and I invested in a little luxury, but I'm getting a big impact out of it. I think that's important when we think of those things. It's not that, you have to be rich to have a lovely life. It's not that, your happiness is dependent on how much money you have and how much you're spending and how much you're consuming. That is not it at all. But when we do need an item, sometimes going for something a little more luxurious, a little more just, you feel the quality of it is just top notch, that can go a long way and have a really big impact. And I think especially when we're dealing with the unlovely times of life, those seasons, those frustrations, like I said, big changes, sickness, struggle, mental health, a new child maybe, a new adjustment, something in the family that you're just struggling with, having a solution that is a little bit of a luxury can really have a big impact. And so I know coming in here, lighting a candle, I've got my cozy bed, maybe I'm sitting down with my little teacup and my Bible or whatever it is that I'm doing, it really does just something to boost that feeling of loveliness. And come on, don't we all want every day to feel lovely? The Lord's blessed us with another day, right? I'm still living today. That is a huge blessing that not everybody gets. I want to make the most out of it. And I want to just soak it all in to the best of my ability. And some days I need a little more help. And so little resources and tools like that can make a big difference. So the last point that I want to share here is genuinely this simple. Always seek to see the lovely. Like I just said, when we remember what a blessing it is to be given today. It was just my birthday a little while ago, and I shared a video, we'll link it right up here, about, just the view of aging and getting older and how to truly biblically go about that. But not everybody gets it today, and we do. And so regardless of the situation, regardless of the frustrations, the problems, the financial issues, the relational issues, whatever it may be, we can seek to see the best of it. We can hone in and focus on the negative, or we can try to keep ourselves focused on the positives. the little blessings, the little wins, the little luxuries, the little lovelies. And the more that we hone in on those, the bigger they're going to grow, right? The grass isn't always greener on the other side. The grass is greener where you're watering it. And so maybe that's pouring into healing a marriage. Maybe that's relationships with children. Maybe that's your whole home atmosphere in general. Maybe that's your own health and spiritual well-being. Whatever it is for you, it really makes a big difference. And again, that's our goal here, is to be a resource to help in that, because I think more of us need to be willing to say, let's encourage each other. Let's equip each other. Let's live for this. And if you want a little something else that I think might help you along the way, let me leave it with you on the next slide. Otherwise, I've got more resources and links down in the description. You need anything at all, be it prayer, join us on Wednesdays at 11 a.m., be it a question you have, leave a little coffee cup emoji, be it anything else, reach out, let us know, and I'll see you in that video. Bye, friend.